Alright, hello and welcome everyone to another video. Tonight, whenever it is for you right now, I want to bring you some quick updates about the channel. Some quick plugs before we start. Check out DrakGamestein Twitch highlights on YouTube, that is my second channel, if you want to see some VOD that Scribble has put together from my stream. And if you like TCGs, I started a TCG channel called DrakDex, all one word. The algorithm on YouTube really hates it when I post new kinds of content on this channel because it's more niche and doesn't attract as many views. So to avoid them trash talking me in my analytics, I just started another channel to feed my cardboard addiction. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get into this. The main purpose of this video is to talk about what I've decided to do with this channel moving forward and how it will affect certain things. I've been wanting to grow the channel to be able to support Archie and Scribble in more full-time roles because, well, I love them and they're great workers. I get to do so much more with them around than I would otherwise. In regard to my mindset, however, I fell into the pitfall of focusing too much on numbers and how those numbers compared to others while trying to figure out, quote, what I'm doing wrong. So I started trying to put in more effort to, quote, fix that in preparation for the day that Nest completes their final raid. Unfortunately, regardless of the extra work I've been putting in, there haven't been much results. This isn't an issue with any of you, mind. I want to make that perfectly clear. It's simply that I've been focusing on the wrong things and listening to the wrong critiques. It's taken quite some time for me to finally cut out all the critics in my ear, take a step back, and figure out what's working and what isn't. It all really boils down to my bad habit of wanting to do way too much instead of honing in and focusing on what I'm really good at. I want to entertain, and I've been wanting to try to incorporate all these different styles into my channel that I personally enjoy, all those things that inspired me to do comedy videos. The thing is, I've already found what works for me, and as much as I want to do extra stuff, I think I'm better off improving what I'm already good at. I'm obviously not saying that it's a bad thing to move out of your comfort zone, as some might imply. I just need to be realistic with what's worth pursuing and what's wasted time at the end of the day. So, what is working? Nest videos and discussions. Most of you have come in here for the vibe of our group, started playing because of our group, or come back to the game because of our group. And as long as we're a team, I'm going to keep making it my mission to keep things going at a high quality. My ultimate goal, however, is to become a game developer. The original purpose of this channel was to get big enough that other developers couldn't ignore what I had to say anymore. I'm not a programmer, but I have ideas, and I think those ideas are worth sharing. It's very hard to convince people of that on a resume that's blank though. But with this channel, it's paying off in spades. Now, it's a good thing I didn't get picked up earlier by any companies because the discussion videos with everyone along with other private discussions have helped me improve immensely. I've been exposed to new ways of thinking, new problem-solving skills, new ways to communicate, and coping better with having my ideas rejected. So for the time being, when we're not proccing a tier, I'll be improving my discussion format and involving all of you a lot more, especially on Patreon. I want to develop original classes with you guys. I want to come up with raid tiers. I want to explore ways to improve systems we've seen and brainstorm new ones. So if you're interested in any of that, I'll be doing brainstorms live on Twitch on Mondays starting July 11th. At least I intend to. I'm admittedly very bad at remembering things. But the process will start on streams where we'll pick a topic. I will then take the topic to Patreon where we will vote for what we should focus on. After that, I'll talk about it again on stream and start hashing out details before finally writing out my thoughts and bringing them here on YouTube. At that point, everyone's feedback will be taken into consideration as much as possible and we'll continue with the series on that topic until we reach a satisfactory conclusion. Even though I've done discussions in the past, this will be a new format, so we'll be working out the kinks as we go. There's bound to be hiccups, but the whole point of this is the refinement of ideas anyway, so it's okay if the start is a little rough. Now for the burning question. What happens to Nest? For the time being, nothing. Things will continue on as usual. The only difference is that I'm no longer stressed out about what happens if things fall apart for whatever reason. No matter how Nest ends, I'm going to miss it severely, and I truly believe I'm living in a golden era of my life right now by being with everyone. I have a new path forward now though, and I think it's going to work out just fine. This isn't going to be easy, especially given my tendency to want to bite off way more than I can chew, like my idea to do a heavily edited PvP series featuring each job. I still want to, but they take a lot of time and effort that would honestly be better spent focused on my goals for the future. I'll be finishing up my Black Mage's Ascent to Diamond, even though it's already a new season, and that will be the end of that. And that's it for the update. Hopefully I don't have to make another one of these anytime soon, but for now I wanted to make sure everyone who cares is aware and knows where to be if you want to participate. That is Twitch on Monday or any tier on Patreon. Thank you all for listening. God bless you all, and I'll see you soon.